Yes, Aaron Moses. Dang, we got another nighttime stream, man. So Larsa Pippen, man, said that she used to have sex with Scottie Pippen 4 times a night, 28 times in a week. Now, the first thing I want to say is, Cap, that did not happen. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. She is a liar, in my opinion. Um, Number one, she is a thirsty old lady, a thirsty old, decrepit, rotting old ass lady, and she is just trying to stroke her own ego and market herself as something that she is not. You know what I'm saying? I do want to say that I don't idolize anybody. I do think for myself fairly well, but it was taught to me by the late great Kevin Samuels, RIP to the Godfather, that a woman's value comes from the man that she's able to attract and maintain. Right? Now, do I believe that? Somewhat. Somewhat yes, somewhat no. Right? But at the end of the day, she wants to show that she's valuable because she got another NBA players. She first of all, this bitch is grimy. You know this nigga didn't like fucking Michael Jordan. And not only did you go to Michael Jordan's house and put his shoes on, you had sex with his son. I don't know how old he is. I don't know how old she is, right? But he's a young man, probably around my age. So she wants to show that she's valuable because she got the attention of a younger man, which for a lot of us, that's always been our thing, bro. That's not something that's hard to do. You know, both of these niggas are grimy. Michael Jordan's son's grimy. She's grimy. Now she wants to put this is a thirst trap. This is a this is the perfect example of a thirst trap. This nigga is a professional athlete. Not saying that he didn't have a high enough sex drive or whatever the fuck, but we all know if you play any kind of sport or you know anything about life as a man, you know that having that much sex and performing well physically does not go hand in hand. Okay? If you have ever worked out for a week and did semen retention and busted that nut, you know you didn't have as much strength as you had when you were on semen retention. And this is not a new thing. So Scottie Pippen knew about semen retention, not, and you could say, well, Aaron, that doesn't mean he busted 28 nuts in a week, bro. Even if he busted a quarter of those nuts, even if he busted once a day, he he wouldn't have even did that. Like, bro, grown men don't bust nuts every day. That's not a thing, bro. That's not a thing. A smart grown man that cares about his mental health does not bust nuts every day. That cares about his mind, body, and soul. That has any self love is not busting nuts like that every single day. It's not going to happen. You know why she said that? You know why this dirtbag of a woman said that? She said that because she's dying. Because her prime was 20 years ago and she still wants to feel sexy and special and valuable when she's really not. Because I don't know if she fucked up. I don't know what her money situation is, but again, I don't care about that. Nobody cares about the money situation because niggas don't have access to your money. Okay, she's this trash bag of a person came on the internet and lied and said that a professional athlete busted her pussy open 28 times in a week, 4 times a night, every day for 23 years because she wants to feel valuable. She wants to feel that same energy towards her that she felt when she was 19 and 20 and 21 and 22 and 23 and 24, 25, 20. She wants to feel like that. She wants to feel special because she doesn't have anything else to offer. Because you're not having anybody's baby. You've been with a professional athlete that won all those rings. I can't measure up to that. So I'm already going to feel insecure if I don't know myself like that. Like, I'm not Scottie Pippen. I can't measure up. You already feel like that. Now you don't want to be Scottie Pippen's wife anymore. You want to have your own identity. Now you want to be the old lady that fucked, the old ass lady that has sex with Michael Jordan's son. And that's the only reason you were able to do that is because you're so special and valuable. And that pussy was so fire, this nigga couldn't keep his hands off you. Bro, number one, at that age, at that age, to a young man, you're not too much more than a sex object. That nigga's only listening to what comes out your mouth because he wants to be able to use that and that non-sexual attention in exchange for sexual attention for your pussy. That's why he listens to you talk. It's a trade. He's trading your stupid conversations about nothing, laughing at your jokes when they're not funny. So he can use that space for you to feel like you should be having sex with this nigga. That's what he's doing. Okay? You're not gonna have this nigga's baby. You're not gonna give him money. And you're not a prize. Scottie Pippen was a superstar. Okay? He was having sex with other women. That's true. Nobody can tell me anything different. You don't want to say that. You don't want to seem like the victim. So if he was having sex with other women, you want me to believe that he had sex with you too? He probably didn't even fuck her 4 times a week, let alone 4 times a night. I do want to say this. Ladies, you might be offended, but at some point, the vagina is going to get loose. And we want to give it a break, even if it's for a week, for it to get back into shape. If you don't do Kegels, it'll still feel a little different. But a nigga with that much discipline, and self-love is not gonna be fucking anybody or anything 4 times a night. Busting nuts. What if he didn't bust nuts? That's still unheard of. Unless this nigga even if he was bipolar, had ADHD, hypersexual, mental health issues, that's not a thing, bro. That's not a thing, okay? This lady is just thirst trapping. She says she's losing her value. She's losing her touch. She can't be, at that age, she should be able to be telling the women that's younger than her, giving them some information on how to get in a relationship with a high value man and maintain certain things and make themselves attractive. And giving her information on how to make things last and how to keep things spicy so your husband won't get tired of you even though he's having sex with all these other women and doing this and maintaining your poise and having her own thing going on, but she's still trying to ride off this nigga's name, bro. First, I'm special because a young man wants you. It's nothing special about a young nigga wanting to fuck an older woman. That's nothing special, bro. That just means that you have a vagina. Do you know that niggas will have sex with anybody and anything? Do you know that black men have the lowest standards of any race in this world? So do you know that young men have the lowest standards of any person in this world? So at the end of the day, when you combine the low standards that a young man has, the low standards that a young black man has, then you combine that with with the with the joke that you're fucking on your dad's rival's wife, somebody that your dad did not care for his wife, nigga. That's not, you didn't accomplish anything besides making yourself look like a grimy ass, weird ass, no class having ass bitch. That's what you did. He used to fuck me 28 times. That that makes me think that you don't love yourself. That you feel like you are just losing your mind, you're losing your cool, you want to have your own identity, but you can't. That's what happens when you get with a high value man, bro. You lose your identity. You don't have a name anymore. You are forever to be known as Scottie Pippen's wife. You don't have an identity. Nobody has ever broke out of being somebody's wife. Like, dude, if you wanted to have an identity that bad, you should have just not married and fucked with a high value nigga. Somebody that was in the front making all the money before you. You lost. You lost. It's a battle that can't be won. And you making yourself look like a fool is just that. You making yourself look like a fool. That's all I gotta say. That's really all I gotta say. But that's it. It's Aaron Moses. I'm the bang, you the bang, we the bang together. Main lives in the breath. Breathe it in. Peace.